Hey everybody, welcome back to Around the Emirates podcast with Sara Mousa, where I speak to guests from across the UAE about topics you want to hear about. Today I have the pleasure and honor of being joined by Andrea Tito. Hi, Andrea.
Hi, Sara. How are you? Thank you for having me in your podcast. I'm happy to share with you this opportunity to talk with your audience and share my experience.
Thank you so much, Andrea. Honestly, guys, I love Andrea. She's such an awesome person. She has the coolest story. She has gone from working in the aviation sector to working in real estate with Crompton Partners as a sales and leasing consultant. Please, Andrea, tell me your story and what inspired this shift.
Oh, well, it's a very, how can I say it? It wasn't planned. I mean, when I was working in aviation, I used to be in my country. I was living in my country normally, right? Doing my uh, all my all of my career in aviation for 17 years. And then the COVID came. So when COVID came in 2020, my husband and I, we lost the job. So that's why we were starting thinking, okay, what we are going to do. And at the same time, my husband has his family here in the UAE. And they were telling us, oh, guys, why you don't come now that you don't have any job in Ecuador, because I'm from Ecuador. So we said with my husband, okay, there's not much that we can do. We don't have nothing here now, so let's move forward. And that's why we packed and we came. We are a family of three. We have a daughter of 13 years now. When we came to the UAE, she was 8. And when I came here, the reason why we came, it was actually to open a company to trade products from Ecuador and from South America to UAE.
Nice.
So we were planning to start doing this trading company. We start actually selling exotic fruits from Ecuador here, coffee beans, roses, flowers. And at the same time, I had my sister-in-law, who was working in real estate before. So she told me, okay, why you don't join, with me? You learn how is this business? So I said, okay, let's try. And that's how I started to learn about real estate. But that COVID was the reason. I think I can say that it was the reason why we came here and the reason why I switched from aviation to real estate. So it wasn't planned, but at the end, it was a good opportunity to learn. I think even if I'm working for 5 years now, I'm still learning and enjoying the past. What else we can do?
That's very cool. I love the fact that you obviously have such a vast kind of experience and vast history between the two sectors, going from kind of aviation and doing that for 17 years, then coming all the way to UAE and starting a whole new career shift. What kind of challenges came with that?
Oof. Many. What can I mean, when you are new in a country, it's a big challenge being new. That's one thing. The other thing is to start something new. So there's two things. If you are in your country and you start something new, let's say you are still even in your place, right, in your comfort zone. But when you move out and you migrate to another country and where is different language, different culture, uh, only the matter to start something in a different country, it's a big challenge. Then I think, to start learning how it works real estate, I never see myself being a salesperson. So I had to really convince me, like I had to every morning, let's say, okay, I'm a good seller. I'm good on this, I can do it. Because if you are not really used to this business, it's difficult. I mean, you need to learn how it works. So for the challenges, I think only being new, it's a big thing. And then when you get into a new career or new business, it's also a big challenge to start learning the language. I English is not my first language. So when I came here, I knew how to talk English, but some specific words when you work in real estate, let's say landlord or a viewing, these small words that for a person who talks English, maybe it's normal, but when someone comes from outside and And here in this country, there's many nationalities. So the most of us, the English is not the first language. So yeah, I was starting to learn the specific vocabulary that you need to learn. And then you have to be familiar with the areas to make sure that you can, meet your client and sell what you have. Because at the end, when you are a salesperson, you need to know what you have. I mean, you need to know the product, you need to know the service. So if you are new in a place, you really need to make sure you get all these. I mean, to know exactly how it works and everything. So I think, that's what I'm saying, that still I'm learning. Even if I'm here for 5 years, there's something new every day.
I love it. I love how open you are to learning and to going through the experiences and the challenges of your new career. It's not easy to start a career at any point, let alone kind of going from such two different careers and in a new country as well. And I think it's really inspiring that you've been able to succeed and find a new kind of drive for yourself, so to speak, in your new career. And I'm curious, is there a moment or any kind of milestone that you feel really had an impact on you?
Well, for milestone, I think like 2 years ago, I was nominated as one of the best agents in Abu Dhabi. So it was a big celebration for one of the platforms that you list the properties. So for me, it was wow. Like I was really starting to get the knowledge for the business, and I got this nomination. So it was a really nice award at that time. And then I think, I'm a mother, so I think for me, being in this job, it allows me to still do my things as a mom. So I'm really grateful for having my time and being able to still be with my daughter and have this flexibility. So that's what I like the most in real estate, because it's difficult to be a mom, to be a professional, to be a housewife, and still um, you have to do everything right. You have to be a good mother, you have to be good on business. So I think real estate gives you that opportunity to be at home and take care of your kids, and also being able to get some money to your house and be productive. And yeah, so I think for my milestone, I think nomination, and for the rest, I think all the possibility that I have to have many activities at the same time.
That is so inspiring to be able to juggle so many things, plus your career, plus your kids. It is so important for the listeners on this episode as well to hear that it is possible to be able to do all these things. Having the right support system and everything, obviously having the family to help you out, but knowing that you have the time to balance, your lifestyle with your kids and with your job is so important. And this takes me to my final question for you today, Andrea. What would you feel is a strong message or word of advice you want to leave with the listeners today?
Okay. I think that sometimes we reach a certain age that we start adapting that you will be able to do something. I mean, let's say you reach the 40s and then you start asking yourself, like, am I right to do this or no? Should I be able to learn new things? But I can say that you can. I mean, everything is in your mind. I know that sometimes we listen this very famous quote that it says that you can do whatever you want.
Right.
I'm not sure that you can really do, but I think you can try. I mean, always you can try, and if you put your best on what you're trying to reach, then the path will open. So I'm saying, because I never see myself doing a real estate, never. When I was in my country, I used to be a radio host. I used to be a coaching in breastfeeding, because when I became a mother, I fell in love with this breastfeeding thing. So I'm a consultant in breastfeeding. Then at the same time, I was flying. So I used to do many things, but I never thought I was going to, be in this real estate business. So when I came here, it was like, because I needed to do something. And I was around my 40s at that time. So sometimes we said, okay, I don't think I'm old for it to join this, or I'm old to learn this. So my message for your audience is like, don't think that. I mean, you always can do something. Even if you don't like, I mean, you just have to give it the try. And if you like, then you just can keep going. I think in this country we have opportunities, many opportunities. This is the place for the opportunities. So just get one and start yourself looking as a person that it can do something. I mean, don't put in your mind that you can't. Always you can. If you try, then you can. Yeah.
I love that. That's honestly the word of advice that everyone needs to hear on a Sunday. So thank you so much, Andrea, for sharing your story. And honestly, you are such a good spokesperson. You are so good at representing your country and sharing your culture. And I've learned a lot more about Ecuador today. So thank you very much for your
Okay.
time and for, yeah, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah, for your time, and I wish you the best in your podcast. Hope you reach many, many people that can listen and learn from you and your guests.
Thank you. Have a great day, Andrea. Bye.